We've been gone for a month and a half. I got a lot of stuff to talk about. Y'all already know what it is, baby. Welcome to the Party Punisher Show. You know who I am, man. I'm the General, DJ Prince Sai. And to the right of me, y'all know my partner in crime.
OG Face got it, aka Ram Face. See, your mammy, grandmammy, and great mammy. Favorite pastor, have mercy.
And y'all already know to the left of me, man, is my pride and joy. And she goes by the name of...
Miss Sexy in the building. You already know what it is.
Hey, let me let y'all know. Welcome back to the Party Punisher Show. But wait, before we go any further, I want to say salute to the gorgeous, oh so beautiful, my home girl, Miss Jersey. She couldn't be here. You know, my main man, DJ Fife, he couldn't be here. My main man, DJ Do Dirty, he couldn't be here. And also shout out to our engineer. She couldn't make it tonight. Hella Bella. But it's going down real big. Real big. We back. And
Like cook crack.
we got one of the hottest artists, and I just learned not too long ago. Hardest working businessman. He got an entertainment company, a management company. It's my main man, Roulette, is in the building. Roulette, what's popping?
Yo, what's going on, y'all, man? It's the King, Roulette, LAG, Life's a Gamble. You better know the odds of playing correctly. The king of the QC.
Oh, it's going down. Hey, Gotti, before we get deep, I heard you want to talk about the Superman.
You just sat up and said what was going on. He was going deep. That's what he was doing. He was Superman.
Wait a minute. Well, when I think of the word Superman, and you say Superman with the dance, that means you were Superman in them garden tools. So what are you talking about?
Man, you know, it all just came out. You know, whatever your sexuality is, I'm cool with it. You know, don't ask, don't tell.
Your
But,
preference.
you know,
Your preference.
Yeah, your sexuality, preference, whatever, you know. Whatever you want to do, you do, you know. But he was getting sued by a dude down in GA. I guess it was from when he was playing with the Hawks.
Okay.
And, you know, he was flying in. But while he was flying in, you know, dude put a lawsuit on him and said he had harassed him and sexually assaulted him. But they didn't press formal charges, but he went with civil charges, you know. So the white made a statement and said, you know, everything was consensual, you know. But
So he admitted to this.
yeah, he
Allegedly.
No, ain't no allegedly. He said he
Said I
done,
did it.
He said I did it. I
It was
did
me.
it. He said it was him. He was Superman and he was jumping up. You know, he was in the dunk contest. He was dunking. You know, but yeah, it came out though. You know, nothing against. You know, I love all my LGBTQ because you know I put the L in LGBTQIA.
Wait a minute. Why did you put the L in it? Explain
Because
that to me.
I identify as a lesbian. That's what I identify as. I'm a lesbian.
Why are you a lesbian?
That's what I identify as.
Why?
Because that's who I am.
Explain this to the world.
I think it's because he like women.
Yeah, I identify as a lesbian. I'm the sexiest stud in Charlotte.
You a lipstick lesbian.
Yeah, you know, they call me Big Face Stud.
You big faced.
Yeah, Big Face Stud.
You know what?
You know, so I put the L in LGBTQIA.
You know what? I want to ask you. You know what? I am so glad that DJ Fife not here because you and DJ Fife together get on my last nerve.
Yeah, but I have to, you know, that's who I am. You know,
Let
and
me explain. You and DJ Fife.
I'm part of the Rainbow Coalition.
You understand?
And I ain't talking about Reverend Justice neither.
Wait a minute. Fife, get off of my live talking about, yes, Lord, we are lesbians.
Yeah, that's what we are. We lesbians. Me and DJ Fife identify as lesbians.
You know, you're going to hell.
When they have the pride parade, we go down there in support of our lesbian sisters because we are all affiliated. We're all lesbians.
You know what? It's your preference.
Yeah,
Preference. Thank you.
I'm gonna leave all of that alone.
Yeah.
yeah. I'm a lesbian.
I'm gonna leave all of that
I
alone.
love my lesbianism.
That's not a word.
That is a word. It's in the Faceonics dictionary. Lesbianism.
Show me this book.
I got it. It's in the car. It's in
The
the car.
face. Who wrote it?
I was the author.
Dr. Face wrote it.
I need to meet Dr. Bates.
Yeah, Dr. Face wrote the dictionary, the Faceonics dictionary. And lesbianism is a word in the dictionary.
Okay. Well, with that being said, you know, I want to shout out all the way from Houston, one of the hottest females out right now. She goes by the name of Big Nene Lioness. She got the joint called Left, Right, Left.
Yeah, it's hard.
She's managed by Mr. Leonard Tate. The song is crazy. If you don't have the song and you need the song, here's the plug. Hit up Prince Side so I can send it to you personally or through our record pool. Hit us up. You got to have this song. You got to.
It's dope.
Dope. Left, right, left. Now, we had the privilege Sunday at being at Nikki B. Let's Talk Radio podcast.
Ooh ah,
Ooh ah,
Miss Ooh ah, the hostess with the most.
mostest. Her massacre was crazy.
Yeah, it was dope.
It was crazy. It was crazy. And speaking on that, one of the artists that performed that night, her manager is here. And, you know, like we said earlier, we got my main man, King Roulette, in the building. King Roulette, how did you come about acquiring Siren as one of your artists?
Man, so I do music as well, and that's where it started. Me and Siren came up with the concept and the album for Divine Royalty. The first song we actually did together, I wrote it, which was Walking Angel, and of course, you know, that's out everywhere right now. And we also came up with Out of This World. So those are two singles we had did around almost 3 years ago now. And from there, it was like, hey, let's get together, let's make this project. So we did Divine Royalty, and that one, Divine Royalty, the concept of that EP was more about a boy becoming a man and a girl becoming a woman and walking in, you know, the truth of what your life is. Because just because you have different experiences in life, that don't define your future. You know, your past is your past, your present is what is, and your future is what can be. So from there, I already had LAG clothing, which is my clothing line I always wear. We have everything clothing online. You know, we go in, order it, put in the code roulette, 10% off, and it'll come straight to you. And from that, I just decided, I'm like, well, you know what? I understand the music business at a level of, well, hold on, let me put this. Can I curse?
No.
Okay, I just want to make sure if I say something, you know, crazy. So I understand the music business to a level of comprehension and intelligence, whereas I'm not going to let anyone play with me or play with my money. So I asked Siren, you know, she knew about me making the label, getting everything, getting my ducks in a row, getting my team together, and she wanted to be a part of it. So she was our first sign. She's our flagship artist. And the main reason why not only we signed her because, you know, the chemistry we haven't worked together, but also she's willing to listen and learn. You know, our job as a label itself, we take no royalties. We don't take anything off the back end. And the reason why I set it up like that is because as an artist, you need to learn how to empower yourself. And that's what we teach you at LAG. Yeah, we want you to stay with us, but we're going to give you the tools. So if you do want to move on, you move on successfully. That's how we look at it.
Wow. I like that.
That's dope.
That's dope.
Yeah.
That's dope. And I guess you set it up like that, not just because you're a businessman, but you're an artist yourself.
Not only that as an artist, but LAG is a 501c3, so we're a nonprofit label.
Yeah.
Everything we do is tied into the community. From this our second annual Toys for Tots drive, where artists come out, they perform, but they also bring a toy to donate. We have it at Life's a Gamble We have our Reverend Everett Community Leader Scholarship. We've adopted streets on Betty's Ford, Hornets Nest Park River, because we do a cleanup project where kids have to do a certain amount of hours to qualify for the scholarship. So, of course, we also tied in with Toys for Tots and the Marine Corps League because I served in the Marine Corps.
All right.
How many years you served in the Marine Corps?
I was in the Marine Corps for 6 years. I was 03, joined as an 11 infantry, got voluntold to be a 0317. If you know what voluntold mean, you ain't got no choice.
Yeah.
Okay.
And a 0317 as a scout sniper.
Yeah.
Oh,
So you
Off with
got
your
there,
head.
boom, 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 bow.
you play for keeps.
I'm just a God-fearing man that loves his family and pays his taxes.
I understand.
You
I
know
can
what?
dig.
I remember you saying that where we was at. What's that, Salisbury?
Yep.
When he gave his testimony. That's what I called it. That's what I called it because he told the truth, the bona fide truth, the bona fide truth. So I'm gonna ask you this question. I want you to answer this.
Okay.
And speak upon some other things, and then I'm gonna get back deeper with you. How long and what inspired you? Well, it's two questions. How long and what inspired you to get into the music?
Man, so when I was in middle school, actually, me and my friends, we would skip class and we'll go to the bathroom and we'll freestyle. You know, we'll freestyle at lunch, we'll freestyle in the classroom, skip class, you know, stuff like that. Even though I was always a kid that even though I may do certain things, I always make sure I'm covered on the back end. So even though I missed school a lot, I still had A's and B's. Why? Because I believe in reading, doing things on my own. If there's some, I don't believe in someone telling me something. I'd rather find it out and learn the knowledge myself. And I always been that way. So I never took it seriously. You know, I went high school, got out of high school, joined the Marine Corps, went to college, got 2 degrees, got my bachelor's, got my master's, just finished my PhD. So technically I'm a doctor, but it is what it is. So
Welcome to the team. Welcome to the team.
So my whole thing is, I would say 3 years ago, a little over, maybe 3 years ago, is when I started making music and started taking it seriously. And so I was in a place in my life to where there was a lot of things that was going on, and of course I lift weights, I work out and stuff, but I was like, I need to put this information down and put it out there because one day we all gonna leave this world. And I have 2 boys. My mission for my boys and my music, I don't make music to make money. I don't make music to become famous. I make music because when I die and I'm dead and gone, I still need to be able to give my boys that advice they need as a man. And everything that I want them to learn, I put it in my music so they can always go and get it.
Mm-hmm.
That's why.
Okay. Like I said, I go back again because I was privileged to be the DJ of that event. But I'm gonna ask these two because these two like mean the world to me, and I want you to answer the same question. Gotti, Miss Sex, I want you to answer first, Gotti, because you both do this, and you do it well, and I want you to answer it thirdly. And get a little deep here. Why do y'all embrace family the way that y'all do?
That's all you got. That's all you got. Everything else gonna flip on you. Family gonna stay true. Real family anyway. You know. Some of my family was right out there when we walked in. But yeah, real, you know.
I got you.
You know.
I got you. Sexy.
I believe family is not only blood. Family are different people that come into your life that instill goodness and expect goodness from you, where you are in a position to leave a legacy. And that has driven me, from what I've learned growing up, to instill that in my children. Out of all the children we have, they're going to know where they came from, where we came from, and where God intended us to be. That's why.
Okay. Roulette.
So my main thing is, well, first thing is that blood don't make you family, loyalty does. And I say that all the time because I'm a firm believer of that. And I put that not only when I talk to my boys, but also in my music because, you know, when you have that core group of people, like my team, my LAG team, that's my family. You give me those 4 people, 5+ Siren, I guarantee you we can go against any label there is and be better than them. Because the thing is, they're industry and we're a family.
Right.
And so to me, that loyalty means everything. And when you have that loyalty and you consider those people like family, y'all move together, y'all in sync together. Y'all can talk and text, and it's not about business. It's about something that's deeper than that, to know how you are. And that's the one thing I take as a pride when it comes to, you know, especially to my artists, to Siren Water. I ask how your mother's doing. I want to know how your kids are doing. Are they grades straight? Do I need to take my belt off? And I say that because that's the problem I feel like a lot of times with people is they think, oh, because you blood, we family, we this, that, and the third. No, it don't work that way because just because you share my bloodline and we got a DNA strand that made us related by the government, that doesn't mean you my family. That doesn't mean I have to ride with you. No, I need to separate myself from that if you're not moving how I'm moving. That's just how I see it.
Oh, 100. Now, my thing is, now I'm going to answer it. I say this. Family don't gotta be blood. We ain't gotta be the same. We ain't gotta be the same DNA. We ain't gotta have nothing alike. But you know what? Family is my team is my family, like you said. A lot of people might not like to hear it, but that's my family. That's my strength. I could pick up the jack and be like, XYZ. And it's all flying through the air. It's flying through the air and they flying too. They coming. I have a song that I live by. Everybody ain't your friend. Everybody ain't your partner. My Mo 3. My wife, my main man, Jersey, Fife, the entire Party Punishers Assault team. We live by that song. There's so many people that could be close to you, but they want to destroy you. There's so many people that say that they love you, but they envy you. There's so many people who say, I got you. But what's the number one word that rhymes with got? I stop it. They don't want you to have what you want to have.
Facts.
But you gotta want to have what you want to have. And you gotta have that number one factor. Like me, I could tell people, and I tell my truth. I tell it. That one took me out the streets. My wife took me out the streets. We wasn't married yet.
We took each other out the streets.
This one, I ain't gonna never lie to nobody. I tell the truth, I was a bona fide alcoholic. I still drink, but not to the multitude that I did.
Yeah.
To where I'm messed up in clubs and people get to see me looking wrecked. He ain't had that. He had me. He took me, dusted me off, got me right. And a lot of people might be like, man, you tell that story all the time. I'm going to speak my testimony. I'm going to tell my truth. Because I respect and I love those that did for me. I came to a town. I'm from Patterson, New Jersey. I came down here to Charlotte, North Carolina, and I'm loved with abundance of love. An abundance of everything. So just because we blood, that don't make us family.
That's true.
You feel me?
Definitely.
What you got coming up? What's your next project, Roulette? What you got going on?
Next projects like for LAG itself. We have, of course, we got the Gambler Life podcast. That's something that, Coco, Two Fly Coco, she's the one that runs that. We have V Nice, of course, Vision V Films. We're actually working on a film right now, working on a movie. Then we also have Siren. She's working with Amanda. Amanda Barrino, they're working on a single together right now, which is pretty dope. Of course, my producer, Baby D, is going to be the one that produces it. He's a great guy, does good work. Yeah, so, and then I'm filming Hopeless Romantic Season 2. That's pretty cool. And then as well as Spiritual Realm Season 1. So, yeah, it's just staying busy. And, of course, we all got the Queen City Awards coming up, too. So,
Oh yeah.
But, I wanted to ask you about that. What do you like more? Doing your music, doing the business, or your filming?
Oh man, I never really thought about it because it's like I like the entertainment aspects of itself. It all encompasses, but I feel like I get 3 different levels of appreciation out of it. The music I do for my boys, and I get appreciation out of it knowing that I'm leaving them a message or something that they can always go to. The business aspect of it is to see Siren shine and everything that she's doing, and to be in the background and part of that. I'm very ecstatic about that, and I feel like a pop. It's like like that's my daughter. Like, oh man, she done did this. And then like looking at the acting aspect of it, because I do comedy with it as well. Like that's kind of like for me. I would say that the acting, the comedy aspect, that's for me just because I like to do it. It's enjoyable. I just didn't have any idea I would be good at it, so I kind of just fell into it.
Now, another thing, you just brought it up. Queen City Awards. I've been doing the Queen City Awards since day one.
Okay.
What does Queen City Awards mean to you?
As far as what?
As far as
What it does for the coach.
what it does for right. I like that. Got it.
To me, for the Queen City Awards, to be from Charlotte, born and raised from Betty's Ford, throwing up fours, never forget where I'm from. But to be a part of the Queen City Awards and then to call myself the king of the QC, the king of the Queen City, I've been saying this since I started doing music, and the reason why I say that is because it's not about, riches. It's not about money. It's not about accolades. It's about how you move, how people see you. And I move as a king does. I make sure everyone eats before me. I make sure everyone around me is taken care of. So when I hear the Queen City Awards, to me, it is people in the city of Charlotte that's making a difference in the city itself. Not just music industry, but I'm talking art. I'm talking business. I'm talking entrepreneurship. I'm talking about community work. It's not just like people see like these BET awards and MTV awards, all the stuff like that. That's just an award, but it's what's the community that's tied behind it. So when you have the Queen City Awards and you have some people like to say local celebrities, local entrepreneurs, you have these people that's attached to it. To me, it gives you a sense of accomplishment to be a part of that. To be a part of that movement, to be a part of that legacy that you can not only continue to drive, but hopefully one day your kids can be a part of it. Someone else from your team can be a part of it.
And I love that you said that, because like I said, I've been a part of it from day one. But this year, my youngest child, my 8-year-old, is nominated for an award.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah.
She's nominated for an award with the, my group, One DJ and 3 MCs, which is Managed by Gotti, which is me and Sexy's daughter.
Mm-hmm.
And then we are nominated for an award as the Party Punisher radio show. And then I'm nominated for an award by myself as DJ of the Year. So you just said something that touched me totally. I've been doing it for day one. And now look, my daughter is nominated.
I mean, that's definitely saying something, because it is about that legacy. Because if you looked at the NFL draft, you'll see they'll show the videos of when their dad got drafted to the NFL or the NBA, and then next thing you know, their son's getting drafted to the same team, or their daughter's going into the WNBA, like when Larry Bird's daughter was drafted. I mean, if you look at Marvin Harrison coming out of Ohio State, he's going in the first round, but then you got to think about his father's legacy and how he played. Cam Newton being drafted, even though his father was cut from the Cowboys. So to have that legacy, to be a part of it, to be attached to it, to keep something going, to me that just helps build, because you always want your kids to do better than you. And that's why I always tell my boys, you can't say I quit. You can't say I don't want to do this. You have to at least try it, and you have to work towards it. And that's why I have a no quit mentality. I'll be the first one to tell you I can't stand broccoli. Don't want to eat it, but I do. Why? Because I'm not a hypocrite. I'm not gonna tell you to do something I'm not gonna do myself. And that's the only reason why I decided to go to college, why I decided to have these many experiences and do these many different things, because my son will never be able to come back to me and say, well, Dad, you didn't do it. Okay, yes, I did. And this is how.
Now, you're nominated as well.
Yeah, I am. My team is nominated. We're actually. I don't like to identify myself as just an I. I would say my team, because LAG is all of us together. So our whole team is nominated. We have, I think, like 7 awards that we're nominated for. Myself as hip hop artist of the year, male actor of the year. The Gamble of Life talk show, the podcast is nominated. Vision V Films, V Nice is nominated for videographer of the year. Siren Water is nominated for R&B female artist of the year and new artist of the year. So, yeah, it's a smooth deal. It's a lot.
Oh yeah, that's beautiful. You in the game. You in the game. But that's and you said the best thing, and a lot of people don't look. There's no I in team.
That's true.
We can't get to these positions and get to these spots by ourselves.
Correct.
We can't. It takes a team. Everybody has to play their position. Everybody has to embrace what they have to do to get to that point.
Definitely.
Everybody. But you do what you're good at. Don't do what ain't you. You do what you good at, and you do your part to the best of your ability.
I definitely agree with that. Because you gotta have that checks and balances. You gotta have someone to look over the work itself, someone to check to make sure the work is good, but also, and this is just my opinion. I don't like to speak for everybody, but in my opinion, you can't be successful around a bunch of yes mans.
Oh no.
It doesn't work that way. And I'll tell you this right now, I am always wrong on my team. I am always wrong. And I'm very appreciative, because if I'm the smartest one in the room, I'm in the wrong room.
Yep.
And so I'm very appreciative, because I've learned a lot, not just about the music industry, about business itself, but being a part of this team, starting LAG, putting the right people together. It allowed me to learn not only more about myself, but learn more about the opportunities that I have to reach people and to touch people, to try and make them better. And so to see that, our team was nominated for 7 different categories, 7 different awards, to me that's a blessing, because we're doing something correctly.
Right.
And that's the great thing, because like I said, even with us, we're nominated. We're nominated, but you couldn't get there without certain people.
Correct.
You couldn't. So I'm gonna ask you a question: did you personally handpick your team?
I did.
So what made you pick each individual?
Oh man, so all right, well, let me start from the beginning. I started with V Nice. I had just got out, because I was inside. I started with V Nice. I told him, like, he knew everything that was going on with me, a lot of stuff that's going on in my life. And he was like, I really like this song, you need to do a video for it. I said, I can't afford a video. He said, don't worry about it. We shot a music video for it. Listen to the music, saw the video come play back itself. It was called Be the Change. And he told me, he was like, man, you got something that's a part of you. There's something that's inside of you. You need to take this seriously and actually do it, And also working with Lyrical Beast, he was the one that kind of got me back in the studio itself to do music. And he was saying, because my first 2 albums was Sounds of the 401, Sounds of the 402. And he listened to it. He gave me critiques. Baby D was my first producer, and I still work for him to this day. These people gave me critiques, and they believed in what I was trying to do. And then so that was the core, like, main group where it started at. Mm-hmm. And then to branch out, so I was like, well, I'm going to put on, my showcases. I want to put on events. I want to try and generate revenue to build LAG to get capital. And so, excuse me, Reverend Everett, God rest his soul, he had passed away. But I remember my first event, he was one of the people, first people signed as a vendor. And he seen the way I was running. He was like, everything you do is very professional. It's like, I understand this is like, hip hop, rap industry people sometimes have a negative mentality, or they walk around the room like they're the best thing since cut glass. And he was like, you don't do that. You're very humble. You talk to everyone. You speak to everyone, and you wear a bow tie to your events. Like, I've never seen anyone do that. And he told me, he was like, you will always have my support in anything you do. Never stop doing this. That's one of the main reasons why I started the scholarship fund in his name, because he was really big on community. He was really big on giving people opportunity. And it wasn't about that opportunity being your first opportunity. It's about a second chance.
Right.
And that was the main reason why I have the Reverend Everett Community Leader Scholarship, because I didn't get it right the first time. I needed second chances, and I was given those second chances. So that was the main reason, God rest his soul, he passed away, but God needed him home. And so I do work closely with his wife, for the scholarship itself. And so bringing in DJ Main Time, my guy, this guy is, when I say I'm not a party person, like I like to be in bed by 8:30, 9 o'clock. Like, that's just me. He was like, you got to get your face out there. People got to see you more. You got to do more things. You got to be more involved. And he was the one that really pushed me for that. And I remember my first event, he was my DJ for it because my other DJ canceled. Came out, set up, did everything. He didn't charge me. And I was like, well, no, I need to pay you. He was like, no. He's like, I see what you're doing. He's like, I believe in this. I believe in what you're trying to do. From that day forth, any event, anything I was trying to do, he drove to Raleigh. He drove to Raleigh with me I was buying another car. Like, when I say my team is my family, they truly my family. And then, so also I needed someone, because I can't watch the money. I can't, do everything at once. I needed someone to be at the front door, to be a, smiling face, like you got your wife here. So,
already.
Yeah, you gotta have a smiling face. And why is best? You can't have a dude at the door like greeting people, because then people gonna turn around and walk away. You gotta have a young lady up there. So then in walks, I met Two Fly Coco at a networking event that was for, after school programs, children development, literacy, and she preps and teaches the SAT, teaches the ACT. She does college prep with kids, but she's also a teacher. So I had asked her, about different things that I was doing in the community. What does she think about it? Wanted to get her opinion. We started working on different projects in the community around Let's Learn, which is her tutoring program. And so what that is, it gets kids, whatever you're struggling with. We have tutors from kindergarten, if you need it, all the way up to high school, senior year, if that's what you're struggling with in those grade levels. SAT, ACT prep, MCAT prep, LSAT prep, if you want to be a doctor, if you want to be a lawyer. But also you have what's called ARTSY. ARTSY is a musical development program through literacy. So now, not only that, you're teaching kids music incorporated into your learning. Because not everyone learns looking at a board, writing, taking notes, doing the Cornell notes. Not everybody learns that way.
Right.
And to me, school is, in my opinion, school is the killer of dreams. Because you're taught how to be a worker. You're not taught how to be a businessman or a businesswoman. You're not taught how to be a leader. John Rockefeller designed the school system, said that I need a group of workers.
Running like
So-
a bull clan.
So that was the whole point of us coming together, was because to teach these kids not to just be workers, but to be thinkers. To teach these kids to be entrepreneurs and then work for yourself, and how to make your money work for you. So then now we have Main Time, we have V Nice, we got Two Fly Coco, you got me, of course. Now we need someone that is very seasoned, someone that knows operations, knows logistics, knows the back end of things. And that's where Big Merce came in. Merce has been in the club music industry probably over 20 years. And he was the one that really helped when it comes to getting venues, finding vendors, finding different people to actually sponsor and donate. And so like now, one of the big things that we're working on is to get those meetings with city council, get those meetings with county commissioners for different projects and plans that we're trying to push out. So that's LAG.
And now, I like that. I like that you had it all down to a T where everybody's job was. Now I'm gonna ask you this: how important? Because we lost it for a long time.
Mhm.
We lost it in hip hop. We lost it in music. Period. How important is having your own personal DJ on stage?
To me, is everything, and the reason why is because I don't need to tell my DJ anything. He knows it. He knows how I am. He knows how I move. He knows when to adjust the music, to adjust the vibes. We hosted a party at Sections. It was the After Future concert, right? And place was packed out. The owner of the club was there, and there was 2 other owners of other clubs. They literally stopped, like, everything was shut. We actually had to shut everything down because people wouldn't leave. They was having such a good time. It was almost 3 o'clock in the morning. Well, we know North Carolina ALE. We don't want no fines. You got to go home.
Yes, sir.
But the owner of Sections and the owner of the 2 other clubs that came out there, one was the gentleman from World Nightclub and another one was the gentleman from Brooklyn Lounge uptown. And he asked, he was like, do y'all do this? I'm like, yeah, we do this every Thursday. He was like, who are you? I was like, I'm Roulette. He was like, man, you are the best host that I've ever seen. You literally stayed at 200% from 8 to 2 a.m. He was like, why did you do that? Most people don't get live to the last 30 minutes or the last hour. And, how did your DJ know what to do? And I told him, I was like, if you coming out, you paying $20 for a drink. You got to pay entry if you're going to get entry. Paying $40 for food. You want a bottle, you got to pay for that. You want who, you got to pay for this. You paying all this money for what if you're not going to have an experience? DJ Main Time has what's called The Experience, his company within LAG. It's called The Experience. And it's because when you go out, that's what you should have. And I stress this upon everyone on my team, is because a part of the LAG team, we all may be LAG, but LAG job is to push all of y'all businesses out to everyone else.
That's dope.
That's dope.
No, that's real.
Everybody wins.
So
dope.
that's
everybody went.
So that's the way we work. That's the way we operate. So Main Time knows, like, when we coming out, he temperature checks people. He does that. He temperature checks what people like, what they don't like, this, that, and the third. Give him a good 10, 20 minutes, he's gonna temperature check you. After that, everything is lit. And it's always because he has all my music. So whenever he go, he mixes my music in. And I'm not talking clubs. I'm talking baby showers. I'm talking bar mitzvahs. I'm talking about weddings. I'm talking funerals. Yes, people have a DJ at a funeral. Don't knock it. I'm just saying. They're going to pay for it. Why not? Because there's more than just one way to make money in the industry. And a lot of people think you got to be out front. You got to be the one that's famous to make money. No.
All the rituals in the back.
And my thing is, like, my music itself, I have multiple streams, multiple platforms my music is on, but my music, a lot of people don't know, it's in movies, it's in TV shows, it's in Foot Locker, it's in video games. And I sit very comfortably in the background. Why? Because I like being able to go to Walmart and shop for very everyday low prices and not have to pay for security.
Go ahead.
I mean, I keep it on me just in case, but I'm not trying to pay for security. I'm not trying to catch another case either. I'm just saying.
But you nailed it. You said everything that needed to be said. You said everything that needed to be said.
You know what's crazy? Let me bring up another thing. If you look at artists today, if you ever look at a Hispanic artist, Romeo Santos, he's on tour right now.
Mm-hmm.
He has his own DJ. His DJ goes out 30 minutes to an hour early to warm the crowd up. Then after that, the DJ goes away. He has his own band. So it doesn't matter. To me, it doesn't matter the industry that you're in. I do feel like hip-hop is losing that because it's like everybody's a DJ. Everybody's a garage DJ. Whatever. And as they don't know the artistry behind it, they don't know the technique. And that's why it is so important to have your own DJ who knows the technique, who knows the artistry, who actually knows how to do this, and then learn this from Uncle Junebug in the garage trying to cut up on some records. That's very important. Because people can hear it in the quality of music, and I don't care what nobody tell you. A drunk man tells no tales. Let someone in the club hear you messing up. They will tell you if they done had 1 or 2 drinks. That's just me.
No, you told the truth. You told the truth. You told the truth about everything you've been. Because then you just DJ a funeral not too long ago.
Mm-hmm.
You just DJ the funeral.
Yeah.
I mean, and a lot of people get upset with me because I stand on what you just said, but for you being an artist and a businessman, I stress heavily about the DJs of classic and the DJs of today.
Me and Main Time actually we did a wedding actually up in Boone. We lost phone service going up there, was hosting and DJing a wedding. And I tell people this is very important. Your DJ need to be versatile in all genres of music. But you as a host need to be versatile in all atmospheres that you in. So I was out there line dancing the Cotton Eye Joe. I was out there two-stepping. I was out there swing dancing. Why? Because my job, you hired me to host your event. My job is to entertain you. How disrespectful am I if I don't know how to line dance to the music that you like? If I don't know the songs that you like?
But see, you never lied because over the summer, like I said, Gotti handles all the business. He got us to work in the arcade.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, this arcade, they paid us good money.
Mm-hmm.
But all walks of life.
But they had all walks of life in there, especially the Latino community.
Mm-hmm.
All genres of music. And guess what? We went up in there, I don't know what they were saying, but I knew what I was playing.
Tore the building down.
We knew, now we know I can DJ. I'm a great DJ. And I went to one of my main mans, Rich Wood Santiago, who the owner of In the Mix DJs, and he gave us everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we went in there and went ape. And when I say they loved us, every time we came in there, and then when they said what they said, I might not understood the name of the song, but I understood the name of the artist.
Yeah.
And we went. We went.
And that's another thing that's very important for artists too. Like when you look at people want to do collabs and features, but my thing is like, what's the benefit to you? Why am I gonna do a collab or feature with you and we do the same thing? That's pointless. That's why I don't do collabs. That's why I don't do features unless you're not in my genre. Why? Because I'm trying to cross over. I'm trying to touch more artists, just like more fans and followers, just like you are too. So me, I speak Spanish. I also speak Pashto. So I actually have a track with a Hispanic artist. But I also am working on a track right now with a rapper that's from the United Arab Emirates.
UAE.
Yeah. So when you looking at, and this is what, and Main Time told me this. He said that as much as I have to be versatile in music to spin when we go out in events, that's as much as how you have to be versatile in how you host, how you move, and how you do music. There's a place and time for everything, and this I knew. But the fact that he took the time to tell me that and assured me that I had the right DJ with me, because you have to have someone that's always going to check and make sure things are going to accordingly to plan.
Of course. You got to have somebody with you that knows the plan, perfects the plan, and isn't afraid to change the plan if need be.
Correct.
At any moment in time.
And everybody on my team is that all the time. I'm telling you now, because they'll quickly be like, roulette, no. I'm like, all right, you got it.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Got it.
Yes,
I
sir.
really need you to do this for me. I need you to talk. Well, not talk, we don't believe it. I need you to speak to everybody about the young violence that's going on.
Yeah, we have to cut that out, man. Long live JD, Bezo, Quavo, and look, 3-3, man. God rest y'all souls. They was taken away during this past week here in the city. But we have to do better, man. Me and No Limit and Dink and a couple other people, we doing some stuff in the city trying to get the violence down. If y'all have issues, reach out to either one of us, man. We know a lot of people. We can sit down, mediate. We ain't talking to the law. We ain't got nothing to do with the law. We policing ourselves. But reach out to us, man, so we can try to stop this, because it's too many of y'all passing away. We want y'all to live. We want y'all to live. We want y'all to let live. So y'all reach out to any of us, man. I'm with ATV with Alternatives to Violence, and that's what we're actually trying to implement in the city, man. It's trying to get the death tolls down, trying to get the violent rates down, because we all want to live and be comfortable going out in our community. And the only way we're going to stop what's going on in our community is us. We can't keep going to city council and county commissioners and the governor and the mayor and the president. The only ones who are going to stop what's going on in our community is us. So we all have to start getting together, man. If you see somebody slipping, pull the young brother to the side. You know, don't try to go at them in front of everybody, because then you're going to get some pushback. Same thing with our little queens. Pull them to the side, have a conversation with them. But we're going to have to start doing something different, because we're at 78 homicides in the city this year. You know, it's just now November 1st. You know, 79, my fault, because we just had another murder yesterday. So we have to do something different in our city to reach our youth and young adults and grown adults, because we got some old fools too, you know.
Exactly.
So we all got to do our part to try to clean our communities up.
And another thing I want to say before we get out of here, there's so many people that say that they love you, but do they really love you? My thing is this: we just lost some me. I can't speak for everybody. I speak for me. He was hip hop royalty, hip hop greatness.
Can't speak about hip hop in the QC.
You can't say hip hop in this city without bringing him up.
Come on,
Mr. Come On, Mr. Ric Flair, my
Whoa.
man Candyman.
rest your soul, Candy Man.
We love you.
Exit 3G.
We love you. And when I say, y'all can say what you want to say. Talk about put on a show. He put on a show. He put on a show. He gave everybody all he got. And if you was down, he brought you up. So there's son Marley and his entire family, all his other children, his grandchildren, and his family. We love them. We salute them. Anything y'all need, hit us
Reach
up.
out. We love you.
Because that was our guy.
I love you, Lo.
That was our guy. So if you got people out here you love, show them now. Don't wait till they gone. Let them know you love them now. Ain't got to be nothing fancy. You just do something for somebody. Do it for them. Let them know you love them.
Definitely.
Let them know you love them. But I got to get back into this. I know you're looking forward to the Queen City Awards, and you know, I gotta pick with you because I feel this the flyest guy in the city, and you be fly too. So
Yeah,
how
but
fly you come? Because you come fly a lot.
I mean, you just gotta see. I got,
He had a smile and I
see.
he come fly now. He put it on.
Yeah, Roulette,
What we saw Roulette host at Superstars.
yeah.
Yeah, he was fly. He was fly.
Hey, you gotta, like I always say, it's a dress and it's occasion for everything that you do, and yeah, so we gonna see something. I'm gonna leave it at that.
We're gonna have to check this out then, because I take every year, I take the flyest dude into the QCAs, it always come to FAA brand face to see. So we're gonna see this year. I'm not bragging or nothing, being braggadocious or anything,
But at every award, you the what?
I'm the sharpest. I'm Mr. Gensu. Mr. Machete. I put that ish on. You hear me?
Hey, I plugs my people, because last year, he showed out. He had the ladies go, oh, he's such a gentleman. He walked on stage, he was escorting people, he was a usher, he was...
I went back to my AME Zion days.
Lord, I'm surprised you ain't had the white gloves on, man.
Nah, I ain't had white gloves on. I ain't had the gloves on. I wasn't passing the collection plate, but yeah. Went back to Miami Zion days.
Yeah, I mean, the whole team gonna be out there for the Queen City Awards, so
Yeah.
we gonna be fresh.
And congratulations to all y'all nominees too,
Yeah,
man.
congratulations.
Siren's a
Appreciate that.
beast, bro.
Yeah.
I love her energy, her music, her delivery, everything. She's a dope artist.
Definitely.
Dope artist.
Yeah, everybody, get ready, man. Queen City Awards is gonna be crazy, super crazy. Y'all know it's going down real big. Man, we got 1 week. 1 week. Next week it's on.
Now put down them guns, man. Put them down, put them down, put them down.
Man, the one thing I will say though, when it comes to violence in the city, is the king of the Queen City. I feel like that. If you go to LAG, Life's a Gamble, ENT.com, you'll see CLA Roar. It's a football program that we sponsor as well. We bring the kids out there. We taking care of them. We taking care of the kids. To put them in not only in a sport, but to give them that education as well on how to be leaders in the community, how to deter away from that violence and help others do that. But also, one thing that I learned, and this is one thing that I press on all people, young or old, is that violence towards anyone doesn't solve the issue at hand, especially when you're the issue. A lot of these times when people are committing these heinous crimes or these egregious acts, it's because they're the source of that problem. And that's why I always tell the kids that I coach in football, the kids that I mentor in the school, you got an issue, you work it out. If you got something that's going on, I'd rather you come to me than go out there and do something that you're going to regret or something that's going to mess your life and your career up. And one thing that I learned from my OG and my GF is that, and the one thing that I was constantly told to me is, and I constantly tell to my scraps too, because I can't change my past. My past is what created me. But I can live in my presence and be a better future. And the one thing that we always press, and the one thing that we do now, is press education. Is press your community. Is press what you're doing. Because a lot of times people are like, oh, well, I do this, I claim this, and that. Nobody care about that. Because at the end of the day, if you don't know the culture, if you don't know the true aspects and meaning behind it, then it's the blind following the deaf. And I don't say blind following blind. I say it's the blind following the deaf. Because one party can see, the other party can hear, but y'all not working together to make it together.
I like that. So before we get out of here, I'm letting everybody know. Hey, it's the Party Punishers. We're in the building. We're in the new building. New facility is going down. We stay connected. It don't get no better than this. So, Roulette, before we get out of here, you got anything else to say?
Oh man, just definitely come out to the Queen City Awards. Definitely appreciate all the nominations, appreciate the votes. So we blessed with Static, LAG, Life's a Gamble, ENT. Of course, that's across all social media, TikTok, Twitter, X, whatever it's called now, Instagram. You can find us there. The Gamble Life Podcast. Of course, anything updated with Siren, her performances, her shows, that's all on the website as well. And then you can find me officially Roulette, OFFICIALLY, Roulette, ROULETTE on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, all that good stuff. Heart of a Center on all platforms. We'll see y'all at the Queen City Awards.
Miss Sexy, what you got to say before we get up out of here?
Hey, it's just only getting started.
That's it. Gotti, talk to him before we get up out of here.
Long live Candyman. Gonna miss you, boy. Gonna miss you. Quavo, love you. Everybody we lost this week, man. It's put a toll on the city, put a toll on me personally. So everybody, y'all, let's get it together. Let's work together. Let's strive to get our city where it's supposed to be. Put these guns down, throw your foes up. Put the guns down, throw your foes up. It's better to use 4 fingers than 1. Love y'all, man.
Y'all know what it is, man. Catch us at the Queen City Awards. It's going down. Party Punishers. It's good to stay connected, baby. We out of here. I ain't gonna even say the old stuff I'm gonna say.